Hello, my name is Arturo Garcia Rojas, and I'm going to present the Assessment 3 Portfolio Management Implementation for a company called Cinepolis. The conclusions and recommendations will be made through the presentation. Cinepolis is a luxury movie theater chain. It is a Mexican company based on Morelia, Michoacán. It has 28,000 employees. It has almost 6,000 screens in 70 countries. It's the second largest cinema operator in the world by attendees, just behind China. The current expansion of Cinepolis is oriented towards 8 regions or geographic areas in the world. Cinepolis' strategy is to try to make the experience of going to the cinema unique. This is the strategy. It is oriented to differentiation. They want that when people going to the movies have an experience in itself. It doesn't matter if you have an excellent home theater at home. It is not comparable to seeing a super production on a giant screen with 3D digital sound and very comfortable seats. They also create the concept of VIP rooms with reclining and extra comfortable chairs. The food and beverage service is taken to the spectacular place, and it is much completed of and more attractive concept than the traditional rooms. I can say that. From the moment you arrive at the set of rooms, even if you don't go to the VIP section, the service is excellent. The popcorn and hot dogs are delicious. The waiting rooms are very comfortable. In the cafeteria, they prepare excellent coffee and they have a wide variety of food and drinks. They want the experience to be unique when you enter to the world of Cinepolis. That is their strategy, and everything has to be aligned that way. Every product and new product development, every movie they choose to be screened, every service they offer, every purchase, and even every training they provide to their employees is focused on that strategy of offering a unique experience. It was hired an external consultant to investigate how Cinepolis implement projects. The first thing that the consultant did was to ask what the organizational structure was. Also, he got to know the people in charge of each region. So he contacted the project managers in each of the 8 regions. In the end, it was determined that Cinepolis has a mature organizational structure, or PMM. Also, it is mature at the project and program level, but at the portfolio level, it is moderately mature. Cinepolis was born as a family business, and due to the rapid growth of the organization, they have not yet standardized processes. Locally, they take autonomous decisions in each region due to the cultural formation of each area, so there is no total control at the portfolio level. Finally, apparently the strategies are looking for some alignment, but they need variations to be truly aligned with the overall strategy. What Cinepolis has to do to implement PPM? Well, Cinepolis has to follow 5 steps. Step 1. A steering committee has to be formally established for high decision level. Also, a global body that manages the PPM has to be formally established. 9 people are proposed. 8 of them are responsible for representing each region, and we have a consultant, which is the change manager. Step 2. All the projects in progress and those to come must be identified and classified. Step 3. Communication establishment. It doesn't matter if it is virtual or face-to-face, but it must be weekly. Then the board has to determine whether these projects support the strategic objectives, and if so, which ones. Step 4. The necessary resources need to be provided. So we need to be sure that each region strategic and quality requirements in general are met. For example, whether people are trained, whether the service is of the highest quality, whether the service is similar in all regions, among other things. And step 5, the progress of the projects will be monitored at the program level every 15 days. Also, it will depend of each region if we have agile or traditional methodologies. Prosky said change managers work with people at all levels of the organizations, both at the portfolio, program, and project level. He also said that change managers are like the orchestra directors. They develop the plan, allowing musicians to develop more capabilities. Here, the Cinepolis change manager will ensure to provide support and coaching advice to each level representatives in order to help them instill change in their teams. He will support project teams during transition periods. He will link people together from different areas and levels, and he will ensure the organization is ready to implement changes, shooting any possible damage. What are the PPM implementation challenges? Okay, I'm going to talk about two of them. Challenge one, uh, the Cinepolis IT infrastructure. Cinepolis lacks critical information in real time to make the right decisions at the right time. So how it can be solved? It can be solved by having an information system that serves to prioritize programs and projects based on the strategic criteria such as benefits, deadline, cost, and risk. This will ensure the alignment with the organization business strategies and the governance policies. The challenge two is Cinepolis is currently in a PMO stage 2, as you can see in figure 1. It has a better defined structure with project managers and project office stage 1. It has a better definition of the development methodology for projects, but it is not enough to manage projects and programs globally. So the solution of the idea is to achieve to become a standard PMO stage 3, since the structure of the PMO is quite complete and has program directors who help make the PMO visible. Types and functions of the PMO. Well, we thought controlling PMO fits better in Cinepolis, since they are good in an organizations with a balanced matrix model, with Cinepolis has. They support and require compliance with project management methodologies through templates or specific forms under the governance parameters defined by the PMO, and corrective actions are taken in case of a problem. Project investments and planning. Cinepolis seeks to have more visibility on its project investments and make better decisions about which projects to undertake and stop if necessary. Actually, I don't have financial information about the organization, but I will talk about three directly related principles. One, reduction of low value projects frequency. Cinepolis must ensure that when projects are not well aligned with the organization strategy, or there is a redundancy or another project, the total value of the project portfolio should not lose its desired value. Okay. Second, lower project failure rates. Cinepolis must measure the percentage of projects that do not provide the desired value to their organization and wonder why, whether to poor planning, technical failures, lack of resources, scope creep, among other things. 3. Cost overruns reductions in successful projects. In Cinepolis and any other business, costs can be the main reason of the failure of many projects. So this happens due to poor estimates or poor planning. PMOs now use PPM tools for resourcing scheduling, change management problems, so projects are less likely to experience cost overruns. Cinepolis has a team of executives called Governance Board. It comprises 9 people, one representative from each of the 8 regions, and a consultant, which is the change manager. We already talked about that. They were given the responsibility of governing the implementation of the PPM. Among the most important activities are, well, having formal authority to prioritize projects. Also, they approve projects that cut across multiple functional departments. The governance board also determined the utilization of resources to be optimized and to have bigger returns. They ensure the strategic alignment and the realization of the benefits that were promised. Also, the governance of portfolios, programs, and projects ensures projects will meet enterprise goals. This is very important. And finally, they generate good communication with stakeholders regarding progress and problems. Communication always be one of the most important topics here. Lynn said, organizational agility is the ability of a business to respond and adapt quickly in response to changes in the market or elsewhere in its external environment. Implementing a PPM at Cinepolis helps to do three things. One, to respond quickly to opportunities. Cinepolis PPM put products and services in the market before their competitors do. Second, to reduce the duration of decisions and delivery times. The PPM increases the speed at which projects are completed and final products and services delivered. So the PPM leads to business benefits such as increased sales, competitive advantage, and higher customer satisfaction rates. And third, to make use of technology. Cinepolis PPM visualizes the bigger picture by connecting strategy to delivery and integrating and aligning strategy portfolios to projects, programs, applications, technology, and finances. Well, to summarize everything that we have seen, first, the main objective of the PPN implementation is to increase the benefit that Cinepolis obtains by undertaking different types of projects. Second, the optimal combination of projects is achieved with this methodology. Third, the risk of investing time and resources in the wrong way are reduced. And finally, a PPM brings the company objectives closer, both operational and financial. Thank you for your time. This is the end of my presentation. As you can see here, you can see the reference. Thank you very much.